Have you ever felt like you're drowning in your own thoughts, trapped in a room where the silence is deafening? It's a strange kind of pain, isn't it? The kind that wraps around your heart, squeezing tighter with every breath, yet no one else seems to notice. You sit there, holding back tears, feeling like your heart is screaming, but the world around you is blissfully unaware. We often think of pain as something loud and visible, but the heaviest burdens are often the ones we carry in silence. It's the weight of unspoken words, the ache of emotions bottled up inside. You might feel like you're alone in this struggle, but I promise you, you're not. Many of us have been there, feeling isolated in a crowd, longing for someone to see the turmoil beneath the surface. Crying in silence can feel like a betrayal to our own emotions. We want to express ourselves, to let it all out, but fear holds us back. Fear of judgment, fear of vulnerability, fear of being misunderstood. But here's the truth. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to not have it all together. Sometimes, the most profound connections happen when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable. When we share our silent struggles, we create a bridge to others who feel the same. It's in those moments of honesty that we find solace, a reminder that we're not alone in our pain. This space is for you to feel seen, to acknowledge those feelings that often go unspoken. It's a reminder that it's okay to cry, to feel overwhelmed, and to seek comfort in the knowledge that others understand. You don't have to carry this burden alone. Let's take a moment to breathe together. Inhale deeply, hold it for a second, and exhale slowly. With each breath, let go of the weight you've been carrying. Allow yourself to feel, to acknowledge the pain, and to know that it's valid. You are not defined by your struggles, but by how you rise from them. Embrace the silence. Let it wash over you. And remember that even in your quietest moments, you are worthy of love and understanding. You are seen, you are heard, and you are not alone. I sit in a crowded room, surrounded by laughter and conversation, yet I feel like a ghost. Everyone sees me, but no one really looks. I've mastered the art of wearing a smile, of laughing at the right moments. But inside, it's a different story. I've become the one everyone leans on, the one they call when they need support. But when was the last time someone asked me how I'm really doing? I've learned to say, I'm fine, even when I'm not. I've perfected the smile in the mirror, the one that hides the tears waiting for the lights to go off. It's exhausting, pretending everything's okay when I feel shattered inside. Sometimes, I just want someone to notice that I'm not okay without me having to say it. I want to scream, to let the world know that silent pain exists, that it can wear a mask of normalcy while the heart aches beneath. But instead, I nod and listen, offering my strength to others, while my own struggles remain buried. It's a heavy weight to carry, feeling invisible in plain sight. I wish someone would see through the facade just once and ask, are you really okay? You know, there's this moment that sticks with me. I remember sitting across from someone I trusted, my heart racing, ready to share what I thought was a heavy burden. I opened up about my struggles, feeling vulnerable, hoping for understanding. But instead, I was met with a dismissive wave, a quick change of subject. In that instant, I felt the weight of silence settle in. It's funny how we convince ourselves that sharing our feelings is a sign of weakness. I mean, who wants to be seen as weak? We grow up hearing that we should be strong, that we should handle our problems on our own. So we keep it all inside, thinking, they'll think I'm weak. But what if, instead of weakness, it's actually a strength to be open? Then there's that nagging thought. They have their own problems. It's like a shield we use to justify our silence. We look around and see everyone else struggling, and we think, why add to their load? But isn't that what connection is all about? Sharing our burdens, lightening the load together? And let's not forget the overwhelming feeling that no one really cares anyway. It's a dark thought, but it creeps in, doesn't it? We convince ourselves that our struggles are too small or too messy for anyone else to care. But the truth is, everyone has their battles. If we could just see that, maybe we'd realize we're not alone in this. Then there's the fear of being a burden. It's a heavy weight, isn't it? We don't want to impose on others, to take up their time or energy. But what if we flip that narrative? What if sharing our struggles could actually help someone else feel less alone? I think about all the times I've stayed silent, thinking I was protecting others. But in reality, I was just isolating myself. It's a cycle that feeds on fear, shame, and rejection. Each time I held back, I built a wall around myself, convinced that I was the only one feeling this way. But here's the thing. Vulnerability can be a bridge, not a wall. When we share our stories, we create space for others to do the same. We break down those barriers of isolation. It's not easy, and it takes courage, but it's worth it. So, the next time you feel that urge to stay silent, remember that your voice matters. Your feelings are valid. You're not a burden, you're human. And in this shared experience of life, we might just find the connection we've been longing for. Every day feels like a battle. My chest tightens, and breathing becomes a chore. Insomnia wraps around me like a heavy blanket, while quiet tears slip down in the shower, unseen. I suppress my emotions, thinking it's easier, but my body screams in pain. Fatigue drags me down, headaches throb relentlessly, and panic attacks hit like waves. I feel numb, empty, like a shell of who I used to be. Silence becomes my survival, but it's also my prison. You don't just cry with tears. Sometimes, your body cries out for help. I laugh with friends, sharing stories and smiles, but as soon as I'm alone, the weight hits. I sit in my car, tears streaming down my face, feeling like a stranger in my own skin. I give everyone else advice, but when it comes to me, I'm lost. People see my strength, but they don't realize it's just exhaustion in disguise. I'm not faking being okay. I'm just too tired to explain why I'm not. It's a constant battle between the mask I wear and the chaos inside. I wish they could see the real me, the one that's just trying to survive. I've spent so much time building these walls around me, brick by brick, each one a reminder of the hurt I've faced. It's like I've become a fortress, isolating myself from the world. I used to reach out, to share my thoughts and feelings, but after so many disappointments, I stopped trying. I convinced myself that no one could handle the darkness I carry. So I shrank. I smiled less, spoke less, and eventually, I felt less. It's strange, isn't it? How we can become so accustomed to silence that it feels safer than vulnerability. I look around and see people connecting, laughing, sharing their stories, and I wonder what it would be like to join them. But then that voice creeps in, whispering that my truth is too heavy, too complicated. I tell myself that it's easier to stay quiet, to avoid the risk of rejection. But deep down, I know it's not weakness to want to be heard. It's human. We all crave connection, understanding, and acceptance. Yet, here I am, trapped in my own mind, feeling like an outsider in my own life. Every time I try to break down a wall, I hesitate. What if they don't understand? What if they turn away? So, I retreat further into my fortress, convincing myself that it's safer this way. But is it really? I think about the moments when I've let someone in, even just a little. The relief that comes with sharing a burden, the lightness that follows. Those moments remind me that I'm not alone in this. Everyone has their struggles, their shadows. It's not about being perfect or having it all figured out. It's about being real, about showing up as I am, flaws and all. I want to believe that there are people out there who can handle my darkness, who can see the light within it. So, I'm starting to chip away at those walls. It's terrifying, but I know I have to try. I want to reclaim my voice, to express my thoughts and feelings without fear. I want to be part of the conversation, to share my story and hear others in return. It's a journey, and I know it won't be easy. But I refuse to let fear dictate my life any longer. I'm ready to embrace the messiness of being human, to connect with others, and to find strength in vulnerability. Because in the end, it's not about being heard perfectly, it's about being heard at all. And that, I believe, is worth the risk. You don't have to shout to begin healing. Just whisper to yourself, I'm hurting. That simple acknowledgement can lighten your load. Grab a notebook or record a voice memo. Write your truth. Talk to someone safe, whether it's a therapist, a friend, or even your reflection in the mirror. Breathe through the silence. Try meditation or a slow walk. Let your body feel heard. Let art express what words can't. Draw your pain, sing your ache, dance with your grief. Every quiet act of self-love is a powerful protest against pain. Embrace those moments. There's a quiet strength in vulnerability, a power in the tears we shed when no one is watching. If you've ever found yourself crying in silence, feeling like the weight of the world is resting solely on your shoulders, know that you are not alone. It's easy to feel invisible in those moments, as if your pain is too small to matter or too dramatic to share. But I want you to hear this. Your feelings are valid. Crying is not a sign of weakness. It's a natural response to the struggles we face. It's a release, a way for our hearts to express what our minds sometimes can't articulate. You may feel like you're drowning in darkness, but remember, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise again. You are not weak for feeling this way. You are human. Everyone experiences moments of sadness, confusion, and despair. It's part of being alive. And while it may feel isolating, there's a whole community out there that understands your pain. You are not alone in this. If you've ever cried silently, I encourage you to comment, "I hear you." Let's create a space where we can support one another, where we can acknowledge our struggles without judgment. When we share our experiences, we break down the walls of isolation and build bridges of understanding. So, if you're sitting there, feeling unseen, know that your tears are not in vain. They are a testament to your strength, your resilience. You are worthy of love, support, and understanding. Allow yourself to feel, to heal, and to connect with others who resonate with your journey. Together, we can turn those tears into smiles and find hope in the dawn that follows the darkest nights. We all carry burdens that often go unseen. It's easy to feel isolated in our struggles, but remember, your pain matters. It's okay to not be okay. There's strength in vulnerability, and sharing your feelings can lighten that load. You're not alone in this journey. Your silence speaks volumes, and it's important to know that you are heard. So, reach out, connect, and let others know they're not alone. Together, we can create a space where everyone feels valued and understood. Your story matters, and so do you.